What's up, everybody? Good morning. Listen, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here with you all. It's been a couple of weeks, but listen, we won't go there. We won't digress at all. But listen, glad that you guys are here. And I'm glad that I'm here too. Listen, the virtual edition, New Day with Amber Shaw. Hopefully, you guys come in with the same energy as always. The shenanigans, the shade, the pettiness. Hopefully it's still here. It's still here. Amen. I got some new music. Just had Hezekiah Walker in the background. And so we're going to transition from Hezekiah Walker to new music this morning. Got some new music from Kiara Sheard Kelly featuring Pastor Mike. The song is entitled Miracles. But listen, you guys go ahead, do what you do. Go ahead and invite your timelines, your family, your friends, get them in here. And you guys, build up that petty spirit. It's going to be like a free day today. And you guys, we can try to talk about what you want to talk about. We're going to try it. We're going to try it this morning and see how it goes. But no, come on into Church Chat and be a part. New Day with Amber Shaw. And it starts right now. What's up, everybody? Good morning. What's been going on with you all? Again, I got some Kiara Sheard Kelly featuring Pastor Mike. Miracles in the background. But glad to be with you guys. Good morning to Inga Ash. Hey, Nicholas Hines. How are you? Franklin Kenneth, what's up? Guys, go ahead and share this with your timelines. Would you please, ma'am, please, sir? So listen, let's see. Got a few things that I would like to just, talk about today. But I do want to yield the floor to you. And you tell me what's on your mind. What have you seen that's out in the headlines that possibly we can talk about this morning? It may be something that somebody else has questions about, and or they've had some like they'd be like, you know what, that's not right. Not right. So I yield the floor to you all. Type it in if you have a specific subject matter that you want to discuss this morning. Listen, we're just going to talk this morning, and that's what we're doing. I just wanted to come on. I hadn't been on in a couple of weeks, and it's just stuff. It's ever moving pieces with this thing. So I'll try to do better. It's all me. I'll try to do better. I'll carry the burden of that. Franklin, what's going on? How are you this morning? Got some CC Winans in the background. We went from Hezekiah Walker and the Love Fellowship Crusade Choir, which was our singable choir song this morning. Jesus is my help. Then new music, Kiara Sheard Kelly featuring Pastor Mike with Miracles. And now we have the one, the only CC Winans, Goodness of God. Let me know where you all are checking in from. So what's your city and state? And for those of you that are in Houston, just let me know you're in Houston. It's real good. It's really good. Good morning to Mark Ballard. Hey, Mark, how are you, sir? Hopefully that you all are doing well in Lorain, Ohio. Guys, Mark is radio at WNZN. Listen, a stellar award-winning station there in Ohio, does gospel. And Mark has been doing this thing for a very long time. And so, Mark, thank you so much for hanging out. Nikki Berry, good morning. Good morning, Nikki. How are you? Listen, guys, go ahead. So today is a little different. I do have CC Winans. I'm gonna turn it down just a smidge, just a smidge. Um, Today, I do have some stuff. I got some stuff on my paper right there. But listen, what do you guys want to talk about? What has been in the headlines that you have been having conversation with your family, with your friends about, your church members, and things like that? What pressing points do you all have? And, if so, if I can lend to the conversation, I most definitely will. Steve Dalton of Steve Dalton and the Leviticus Singers of Charlotte. Hey, Steve, how are you? How's your wife doing? I got to do something with these lights, though. Yes, bright, very bright, very bright. Okay, so nobody has anything I tell you. I say, you know what? Any other day, you guys are just all talkative. Hey, Donna Ray Hardin, Oklahoma City. Good morning. Radio Robin is here. Philadelphia is in the building. To my radio family. Listen, I appreciate you guys so very much. Okay, so listen, I'll start this thing off. Got a question for you. It's like one of those random questions that I do sometimes. And it says, my question to you is, when you sing in the car and just maybe around the house, do you sing lead or background? Are you the lead singer, or do you catch in, hang in with those BGVs? Let me know. So when you're in the car, maybe in the shower, wherever, that you're probably not officially supposed to be singing, do you sing lead or do you sing background? You guys think about that. Carlos Hale, good morning. Daryl Boson, I got you guys. We're going to go live. Hold on. Y'all think about it. When you're in the car, shower, around the house, do you sing lead or do you sing background? And then next we're going to talk about teacher versus student. That's going to be good. 12:30 The Source. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I pray all is well with you. Know that this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. 713-668-1230. So I want to know, before I do that, CC Winans, Goodness of God. Before that, new music from Kiara Sheard Kelly featuring Pastor Mike. The song is entitled Miracles. Now, there you go. I got more music coming up in just a moment. Quartet comes in after the break. At the bottom of every hour, 5:30, 6:30, 7, and 8, you can find a good quartet ditty right here on 12:30 The Source. So I want to know, teacher versus student, right? I want to know which one, which one has the right place. Okay, so there have been several teacher-student altercations that have become viral because cell phones are part of our everyday lives right now. And I want to know, is the teacher right or is the student right? Or are they both wrong? You may decide that neither of them are right. So Student is advancing toward a teacher. Teacher is trying to defend. Things get entirely too heated, and student either hits the teacher, or what if the teacher just feels like they are threatened? They are threatened by this child, this young person that is coming toward them. If that is the case, when the teacher reacts and responds, is he or she right or wrong? 713-668-1230. Love to hear from you. I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Want to hear also from my virtual listeners as well. For those of you that are listening, whether it's via Facebook or whatnot, or if you're listening on the stream, I definitely want to hear from you. 713-668-1230. We'll be back in just a moment. Got some Stephen Robinson coming up next. New Day with Amber Shaw, 1230 The Source. Good morning, everybody. All right. All right. Good morning to Daryl Boson. Hey, hey, how are you? He said I play all instruments. All right. So let me come back this way. And I see some backgrounds. Carlos Hale, he say always lead. So that's the first thing that I put out there. When you sing in the car, the shower, when you're driving by yourself or with other people, do you sing lead or do you sing background? I love it. Okay, come on. So Carlos says always lead. Daryl says all background. Nikki is like, I sing both of them. Listen, let's get it. Let me be perfectly clear. Nikki Berry sings both. Daryl sings background. I like it. I like it. And let's see. Okay. Donna Ray Harding, Uncle Foot say it just solely depends on the song. I like that. Radio Robin, hashtag BGVs rock. Hmm. Come on, Team BGV. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, okay. Even Mark Ballard has got in on this thing. I like this. Okay, we got that quartet. Stephen Robinson from Little Rock, Arkansas. If I'm not mistaken, Stephen is a pastor as well there in Little Rock. Let's see. Mark Ballard says, man, I sing all the parts, plus I become the horn section. Come on, musician. Listen, because Daryl comes right back and says, I play all the instruments. Now, listen, are y'all not doing too much? No? Are y'all good? As long as y'all good, I'm good. As long as y'all good. I actually sing lead on pretty much everything. Depends on what the BGVs are doing. I might slide over there real quick. I slide, come on right back, just slide right on back over there. Okay, Steve Dalton, we'll hit on that mass shooting incidents in just a second, okay? Come on. I wanted to get what Robin said. So you can tell the true musicians, like for real. You can tell you play one instrument or two, or maybe you're a former minister of music, choir director. It all comes out when you ask questions like this. It all comes out. All right. Good morning to Mark Ayers. Hey, Mark, Dallas, Texas is here. Also, the one, the only, the fabulous Miss Mary Mabel, Navasota, Texas. Yes, indeed. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you so very, very much. Yes, I'm glad that Mr. Mabel Sr., Mr. James Mabel Sr. is doing better. Yes, ma'am. All right. So for those of you just jumping in, when you're in the car, in the shower, around the house, do you sing lead or do you sing background? You guys catch up on that. I want to start shifting the conversation to teachers versus students. I've seen a number of videos from incidents that have happened across the country. We've had a couple here in the city of Houston. And then I know the most recent one that I believe is from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. It's about 45 minutes from Raleigh. And I want to know if you've seen that video. Y'all let me know if you've seen the one most recently when the teacher and the student ended up on the ground. Yeah. She wouldn't give the young lady back her cell phone for whatever that reason was. Not really certain on that. But the young lady got very upset. and was progressing toward. Now, some comments have said that the teacher pushed her first, but I do think it was um, a spacing kind of thing. You know, she really wanted her to get out of her space. You all will be familiar when someone is in your space, you really want to quickly remove them from said location, right? Whether it's in an aggressive way or not. So when a situation like that arises, is the teacher wrong if the teacher engages with the student? And is there ever a situation when the student is right in these situations? Got Stephen Robinson in the background. Little quartet for you this morning. Posse up, let's ride. Got Donnie McClurkin, Speak to My Heart, coming up next before we get out of here. All right. So nobody feels that the teachers have rights, students. I know specifically for the one, I believe that was here in Houston, whatever the, I don't know what caused the confrontation. We only get it once it's already in progress. And so I know that for the one that was here, the teacher ended up breaking her leg when the tussle and the commotion happened. Somehow they ended up on the ground. And I think it was when the young lady ended up like literally swinging, and they ended up in the hallway. They both went down, and that broke the teacher's leg. Donnie McClurkin, Speak to My Heart. 20 minutes to the top of the hour. All right. Good morning to Lemmy Battles. Hey, how are you? Listen, I did my singable choir song, Lemmy, for the 7 o'clock hour, and it was the Chicago Mass Choir. And it was one of the songs that you led. Now that I need to remember which one it is, it escapes me, but hold tight. Let's see. Oh, Holy Ghost Power. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. So that was the singable choir song for the 7 o'clock hour from the Chicago Mass Choir, led by none other than Miss Lemmy Battles. There you go. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Restine, good morning, sir. How are you? Restine, listen. So for those of you that are coming in, this was the first random question of the day. When you sing in the car, shower, or just walking around the house, maybe you're cleaning up or whatever the case may be, do you sing lead or do you sing background? Do you blend with the background vocals, or do you say, "Listen, it's my show. I'm doing this. I'm singing lead." So for all of you that haven't answered already, Restine says both. Listen, he didn't even have to think about it. He says both. Okay, I got you. So Restine, I said the same thing. Many times I sing lead, but there are a couple of times, depending on what the BGVs are doing, I just slide in there. I slide in there, get in there with them real quick, then I'm on back. I'm on back to the front. I'm on back. Awesome. Okay. Now I know that I saw Steve. Oh, Miss Marie Hippolyte. Good morning. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know Steve mentioned, and this is a free for all this morning. What you all want to talk about, let me know, and we will definitely. I will definitely attempt to accommodate you. Amen. Okay. Miss Lemmy Vado says that she sings both. You better come on. Come on, sing both. Yes, I like all of y'all that's singing both. Let's see, Steve. Okay, Steve says if the student raise up after they've warned, then the student should prepare to get thrashed. Come on, words. Come on, words. I love it. Come on. I love the comment. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that we beating up on children, but just that was cute. The thrashed was it. The thrashed was it. Um, I remember talking to when I read the story a couple of weeks ago. I had a caller that called in and said pretty much, when you step to that level, when you decide that this is what you're going to do, and it's probably really not a full thought, it's just a piece of a thought. Because if you thought it out fully, the ramifications of any type of altercation with the teacher, whether the teacher gets fired or not, because at that point, whether the teacher gets fired or not is a byproduct of, but what is to come is some type of some charges, because the teacher can instantly file charges on the student for assault. I mean, it's hands down assault, no matter how you look at it. So the caller was talking about, when you step to that type of situation, listen, if you bring it, you get it. You get it exactly where you bring it. And I said, okay, that was her opinion. Restine, come on. I love it. Restine said, listen, I don't play with the children. I don't play with them. Jump up and get prepared. Be prepared to get sat down. Daryl, teachers should wear body cams. Come on. Come on. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Or, okay, so you say wear body cam. Okay, what about if there is that same device that's in the classroom that can be activated? How about that? Or you just know, or you want it on their person, right? Okay, we got somebody that has worked in the school system for over 35 years, everybody. Y'all read that comment and get it in. She says it's never right for neither to get in each other's space for any reason. Neither is it right. But I keep moving away from with some tough words while sending for help. Okay, so Miss Mary Mabel is moving away, moving away, moving away. But see, on one of the videos that I saw, the teacher, well, in both videos, honestly, in both videos, especially for the one that was here in Houston. Hold on. Hold on. I need a good old power song over here. Melissa. That's not the right one. I mean, I think in both of the videos, I've seen that the teachers were attempting to call additional help. They were requesting additional resources, right? Yeah, they were asking for additional help. Of course, in from our vantage points, I never saw help arrive. Well, yes, I did. In the Houston video, help did arrive, but that was once everybody was on the floor, because there were teachers in the hallway once the Houston incident made it outside in the hallway, because the teacher was really trying to get away from the young lady. And I'm not saying she was scared of her. I just feel like she just didn't want to have that altercation or whatnot. And so once they made it right outside of the doorway, there was another teacher that was there in frame that you can see. And she wasn't really trying to pull the young lady off of the teacher or even get her even close, back until they both hit the ground. until they both hit the ground. Then they're both on the ground, and then the student is drug, you know, away from, you know, the teacher. But you know, it was already said and done by that point. But nevertheless, um, Donna Ray says, I have to be on the side of the teachers because the number of students they have to deal with. Okay. Student teacher ratio in many districts is absorbent. Absorbent. Hey, I'm just, so you're saying just like the police. So that's for the body cam comment. Teachers should wear body cams. And Daryl is expanding his comment to just like the police. Come on. I mean, I know you can never stop trusting God. I just, but when somebody hits you across your face, yes, ma'am, Miss Mary May. But let me tell you, and for those of you that are in my age, you know, demo and all of that, and then for those of you that are of an older demographic, and that's, you know, I'm not making fun of anybody. Listen, we wasn't playing those games. I didn't even, you know, we didn't even want our parents to come, you know, for them to get phone calls, to have to come to the school, because you knew what it was if your mom or if your dad had to get called from work, or even if they was at home, they were still doing what they was doing. And if they were doing what they were doing and we were doing what they wouldn't have to get phone calls. So if they had to come from where they were to, you know, deal with what we were doing or not doing, because clearly we were not doing what we were supposed to be doing, you know, that was, you already know you was gonna get it where you already knew you was gonna get it. Point blank period. Point blank period. Now granted, maybe that was just in my life and in my house, I don't know, I have no clue. Maybe. Hey, Chris saying more. I'm just saying this is how it went down. You act out at school, and your mama, your daddy was gonna show you how they could act out. Just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, we got Melissa Bethay in the background. I do believe the great, the legendary, the ever so famous Carmina Barnett is going to join us for a hot second, and she's going to give us inspirational words. But what I want to do, well, you know what? I can do that. I can do all of this. You all can see her in the flesh or virtually, whichever one you want to say. Because I got to go to break.
Here we go with this
We'll run
multitasking.
out in 25 seconds.
Help us, Lord. Help us.
Hey, Carmina.
Hey.
I don't think I've called you Carmina in a long time. I know
No,
you.
right. I'm like,
Carmina. I know, right? I had to think about that myself.
what I do, what I do.
Melissa Bethay, everybody. Yes, indeed, he is an awesome God. Melissa Bethay, everybody. Love that song right there. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Paris Ely is up next with the Morning Magazine. I want you to lend your attention his way. He has a whole wealth of knowledge that he is going to lend to you this morning. So get ready for that. I appreciate you all listening to New Day with Amber Shaw. I'm here Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on 1230 The Source. Make certain that you share that with your family and your friends. Lord, say the same. I am back with you dark and early in the morning. I look forward to hearing from you. So you know what to do. Hit me up, 713-668-1230. Be blessed, everybody, and have an amazingly new day. Bam. What up?
I thought we had made a resolve to bring some of that closing sermon down a little bit.
Girl, that was 60 seconds.
Ooh, I feel like I done grew up and I mean, it was a lot.
Listen,
It was a lot.
that was 60 seconds.
It felt like a lot
It
longer.
might have felt like it, but listen, ma'am, per your instructions and often rebuke of the close,
Is it
uh
rebuke? It was never rebuke. I bind that.
I mean, everybody else out here rebuking people. I mean, you might as well rebuke the
Yeah.
polls. I
Hey,
mean,
listen, I got a lot of things covered. I got to cover it quick. Number one, did you check on all the people over in the Atlantas? Is everybody all right? Because the shooter was shooting.
I know.
He would.
I know.
Here's the thing. Just really deal with who you mad with. Everybody else wasn't in there. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, next. Did you go see Joe Nathan when he was in Houston, Texas? I'm asking you, Amber Shaw.
No.
Okay, hold on. Church chat, did y'all just see she totally ignores all that I say? Did y'all see that? I mean,
I thought you were talking to church chat.
I was talking to you, person of color. I said, did you go see Joe Nathan when he was in Houston? That's directed to you.
I think I did. Yes. I don't think I know who Joe Nathan
That
is.
is Jonathan
And
McReynolds.
I thought that's who you were talking about.
That's,
Yes, I
that's his
did.
biblical name, Joe Nathan.
Okay, I thought, oh, yes, I did.
So listen, everybody, anybody, if he comes anywhere near your city, go. That tour, I was in it, and then I was, I mean, I went through every emotion you can go through. I shouted, I danced, I pop locked, I got saved again. I mean, it was wonderful. Okay, next.
Okay, go ahead.
Esau, I'm challenging you before the people. Mhm. You always talking all of this here and this here and this here about your Houston artists.
You are not going to do this publicly.
And I am clear on my Dallas artists. So just know, I'm not even going to detail it right now for church chat, but a challenge is coming. I ain't scared.
But did you? Well, I would like to ask you. Did you see my text because you didn't respond? So I'm going to guess that you didn't see it
Is there a text
because
involved?
I made it very clear what was going to happen. Good morning to Torsha, Walter, Merton,
Oh Lord, I'm in trouble in two directions.
in two directions. Is your life that busy that you? I mean,
Listen, so let's get into today's word of the day.
Chrisanne is saying hello to you.
Hey girl, hey. So listen, sometimes we gotta stop because we get so driven, so pushed, so moving forward, so trying to make it happen, so trying to get the next and the new and the this and the that we forget how beautiful life can be.
Amen.
And when you're doing all that, you end up tired, hungry, and mad with everything. So listen, slow down, Saints, slow down,
I like that. Hashtag slow down, Saints.
slow down.
Come on, even I'm gonna write that down. And it's SLO, not SLOW. It's just SLO without the W.
The W couldn't
SLO.
even participate in this one. You just got a SLO.
And it's slow down, Saints. I like it. Come on, hashtag. Make sure I spelled it right.
So
Bam.
please, trust me, everything that God has for you, He still got it. Huh? How about He got it like that? It still be yours. If He put your name on it,
Are you done?
uh,
No, I was just asking. I didn't know. No, I didn't know. I didn't want to cut you off. I wanted to make.
yeah.
I know, Ray. Listen, Torsha, Dallas got a pop lock praise. No, they don't. No, no.
You know, it's funny how the saints got time for foolishness, but they ain't got no time for the word.
Robin says, not the hashtag rebuke. Yes, she rebuked the clothes. They was lengthy. So, because she's a veteran and because she is so great at what she does, I'm like, you know what? I decided to take that advice and implement it into what I do here day after day after day. And because she been missing for 4 weeks, I try to show her that I got it, right?
I got a message that said, "Don't log in, don't call me, don't text me, don't beat me, don't."
Did you say beat me? Oh my gosh.
I was like, So I just folded back up in my corner and went on by what Jesus said. Now,
Sometimes, saints, you have to listen to that voice that's within, and it gives you a sense of discernment. And you just hear what you hear and push away the rest of the stuff. But today was a free day for the people, Carmina. They
Is
talked
Tony
about.
joining us this morning? Did he join the church chat
I
this
didn't. I
morning?
didn't see him pop on.
Oh, because
I didn't
he
see
be out ministering the gospel, so he liable to be somewhere on the boat, somewhere praying for the water. He deep like that, so I just.
That's funny. That's funny.
The church chat. I need y'all to hold Esau accountable.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You spoke that thing up.
For everybody that doubt my Jesus.
He's-
Church chat, I need y'all to hold Esau accountable. We are going to do a challenge, and we can't tell you just yet. I'm so excited because I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. And here's the thing, Tender Tony is going to oversee it to make sure that everybody keep it holy. Mm-hmm. 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 What happened? You fell away? You already felt defeated? Hang on in there.
what? No, you gave him another name?
Oh,
Another
he has
possible
several
name?
names. He has several names, depending on the day, the mood, the minute. Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
then I couldn't call him Tony with the good hair no more because everybody took it. I was like, that's mine. So now he's Tender Tony.
Oh, okay. And I don't know. I don't know why I just thought about this. Have you seen the clip from Kavon Edmonds on Instagram?
In 2023, is this a new clip?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
So I'm guessing that Lizzo was unaware of who After Seven was or is. So he did. I saw it last night. I don't know how long it's been out there, but he has some doohickey up here on his head. And I was just going to ask you if you could tell me what that was. That's all. Good morning to see Ashley Brown Lawrence. Hey, ma'am, how are you?
You know what? I wish I would have done that. I hate I missed out on that opportunity.
To
I
put the
could
doohickey
just
on your head?
no, 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 no. The only doohickey wearers are James Mabel and Kavon Edwards. No, I wanted to. I didn't. I never thought I could be an initial, so I just came all out. Carmina. I could have been C. Barnett. You know, I missed an opportunity. You just
So, and it's not just see Ashley Brown. Her dad has it as well.
so. My
Yeah.
dad was RC, and you know everybody wrong with that. But now Miss telling all your business here didn't even think that through. Man, I missed an opportunity. Maybe I can add a letter. Yeah. Remember my heart belongs to Tender Tony. I mean, I just feel like that. It just worked. It just worked.
I'm sure you're going to get a phone call.
But he's also Archbishop Tony. I mean, there's so many.
He is.
God
Yes.
has made him many things.
Listen, see, Ashley say it's not too late, sis. She say it's not too late.
You can't rebrand. When you get to be 99 and a half, ain't no rebranding.
That
What
is true.
years,
You are
what
99 and a
years,
half. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Did you come?
I thought it was say what you mean and mean what you say. That's not right.
I just want you to be mindful. God is passing out new friends in this season. Take it
I
easy.
I mean, you know, and you know what? There's probably some truth to that because again, I haven't spoken to you in a month of Sundays, so you had to know that that was coming. But yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
So let me
And
tell you all about Esau. She be out in Liberia and be everywhere and then try to text you right quick. Hey, I'm gonna get on a plane. Hey, I'm gonna go preach. Hey, I'm gonna go lay hands.
did you say, "Hey, I'm gonna go preach"? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
it'd be like, well, put all my minutes together and then talk to me so I can get it all out. I'm not used to having 3 minutes at a time. I feel away.
The fact that I even answered the phone that day, I was trying to study so I could go enrich the lives of the people.
Now you know you just messed somebody up because the Saints ain't doing that no more. They go online and be like, okay, what am I preaching about today? Google, boom, and there's the sermon.
But you still have to study that though. You just
No,
can't. You still got to
no.
study that.
You know how you can put that thing on your phone and just read it. So if
Yeah.
you're a good reader, you'd be like, now hear the Lord say it. That if I just, you just gotta be a good reader.
You should know how to ad lib just a little bit too. So you got to be able to insert. You know.
And if the people ain't following you, you just start shouting.
Okay. All right. So how many of you all know pastors that just download their sermons? I knew she was gonna do it.
Just
Look, look,
saying, I just
Tinder, Tinder, Tinder got comments.
he bishop right now because
Oh,
bishop speaking.
oh, he bishop. Okay, 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 okay.
Speak, mom.
He archbishop. He archbishop.
I thought so. Not a serious talking. Excuse me. Okay, we back.
All right, all right. Well,
Okay.
listen, I'm glad that I jumped in. Listen, Broderick Purvis is here. I appreciate all of my radio fam for being here. See, Inga is giving us the eyes. I'm just saying, Inga.
I'm just trying to help somebody. I want somebody this year to really write a text. Can you be the author of your word? Just one time. Just let that be your new season.
Oh, I feel like so much is gonna happen.
I didn't say who.
Listen. So now she want to come back and say that. Now I missed it. I didn't see it earlier.
Right. So we're gonna get you little by little by little by.
But do you see the shade that's there? She saved from 300 or 3 minutes, I guess. I guess that's 3 minutes to 60.
No. So why is it that when we are ministering an absolute word, y'all see it as shade? Now, if she made something up, it'd be different. All of that. That was in the King James Version, what she just shared. That wasn't no Promise Bible. That wasn't no ready reading. That was 100% word.
It wasn't the New Living Translation of God's people today, right?
No, there's a new one. I saw it. So yes, I'm one of those that has a Bible. I was looking at some different ones. Of course, it got ready reading or ready word. So I said, y'all made this up. I was looking for the people. Can anybody in this store help me? It was brand new. And then it had too many colors. It was like, I said,
all of it. So it was highlighted already.
Oh, it was doing the most. That might not have been the part that spoke to me. How you gonna tell me what's speaking?
That's funny. Okay, so real quick, before we go, talking about Bibles and things, highlights and all of that. Yeah. People on church chat, what is your favorite version, of the Bible? King James, New King James, Amplified, was it NLT, New Living Translation? You got the NIV. I mean, you got so many. You got Carmina's new reading. What was it? Reading?
I don't remember the full. Oh, I wish I should have. Why didn't I take a picture? I take a picture.
And I'm like, why didn't you take a picture?
I think I was so thrown because I was like, should this be in this section? I was just like, yeah, this is something else.
Real quick, people, don't be shy now. Amplified, New King James. Okay, message remix.
Okay. They like whatever the pastor said over the pulpit and we pull it up on our phone. That's our version.
And but that's a valid question. How many of you carry your Bibles to church, or is it all just on your Bible app? You got your phone, you got your iPad. I actually I MC a church anniversary on Sunday, and the first lady, listen, she had her Bible app.
See, now this is where Archbishop Tony, you need to speak out because he reads the Greek and the Hebrew. He translates his own word.
So Miss Mary Mabel says she has the King James and the NIV. Okay. I'm coming over there. I'm getting them. I'm finna get them. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we might need to pick this up next week. Inga, she got the New King James. I like it.
I'm sorry.
Donald Ray says King James.
I just keep thinking about Tony.
Robin McCullum says she is #Paper Bible Saved.
Come on. I have. Now, the only thing I don't have that would have took it all the way back to real Jesus, I don't have my name on the front. You know how they used to get their name on the front, the little
in gold letters at the bottom. In gold letters at the bottom.
Now I have my old one that has that, but I'm not taking it anywhere. It
has the pages. Is it a little weather? Is it a little weather?
The storm and the rain. That
battered by an angry sea. Come on, it's been out there in the water. Come on.
That Bible.
Chris Ann Moore says she likes the King James and the, I guess,
Message Bible.
message, the Message Bible.
That's a
Okay.
good.
And I
Plus,
just
I
got a
can't use that
message
one
from
anymore. Anyway, because I
that
have
says
my
you gotta go.
ex-husband on the second page. Yeah, block. So yeah, that one is retired. Yeah, it's retired for the people.
Look, Shakana say his name on his.
See, I got. I guess I need to go do it. You, I'm convicted. I'm gonna go get my name on there.
Thank you.
I'm
All right.
convicted.
Oh, thank you. Got some water. Come on. I'm coming back. Listen, we have graduated, ladies and gentlemen, from Dr. Peppers in the morning to mandarins. Hello. Come on. Yes, sir. I'm coming. I got it. I get it. Yep, we have graduated from Dr. Peppers in the morning. Praise report. I am drinking less of them. Less of them.
She's trying to live so God can use her. Come on,
Yeah.
come
Trying
on,
to live and not die
come on.
right now. Okay. Uh-oh. Come on, phone.
It's a
Broderick Purvis, the good pastor, program director, say, I got my name on all my Bible. People like to steal. I'm thinking she had to go take that, but I don't know. Robin McCullum says I have an engraved King James version. All right, I was just checking. And we appreciate you guys so very much. I know Carmina had to jump off and do what she does and things like that. But listen, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It's been a minute, and I promise to not be gone from you all long. I started getting a few messages. Pretty much, they were just like, "Where you at? Like, what's going on?" And so I was like, you know what? Let me jump on with the people. Excuse me. Let me jump on with the people today. I appreciate you guys. And lastly, let's do this because Steve Dalton did give what a subject matter to talk about, and he mentioned those. Today in today's time, mass shootings are what every week almost seems like. And today was a free fall, and you could, put out there what you wanted to talk about and whatnot. So I know I saw that from Steve Dalton of Charlotte, North Carolina, and this is what he says. Let's talk mass shootings. ATL had one on yesterday. Is it a gun user thing, or should laws bring change to reflect the issue? Listen, like I said, every week I believe we've had a mass shooting occur. And if it's not every week, it's every 2 weeks or so. What I'm trying to say is that they are happening more frequently than they've ever happened before. And it was even a mass shooting overseas, and that doesn't happen. They were talking about that so much that, that hasn't happened, overseas in quite some time. So what is it? What do you all think it is? Is it the fact that, people have easy access to guns? And if they change the laws to make them harder to get, is that going to change anything? Carmina, what say you?
well, it's. I think it's a few different things. Number one, we know that mental health issues are at an all-time high.
Yes.
So, and it's going unaddressed, and it's just getting worse. And unfortunately, in some situations, it's manifesting like this. Number two, I mean, we're Christians. We know the devil is busy.
Amen.
So, what is his biggest thing? To take out the people of God. So, we know that indeed. Will the laws pass? There are so many people, even in situations like this, that still don't want laws like that passed. They want to be able to bear arms. They want to be, even though not everybody that's bearing arms is bearing them correctly,
Mhm,
in situations like
mhm.
this are happening. So I think more than anything, we just have to be mindful, be prayerful, be mindful of our surroundings. Um, it's heartbreaking when it's innocent people
Yeah.
that fall victim to this kind of thing. But yeah, we got to be mindful and be
I
prayerful.
mean, yesterday was Atlanta, and a
Mhm.
few days, last week here in Texas,
Yeah.
down in Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, it
Mhm.
was Cleveland. And Cleveland is from where I am, literally right now on the south side of Houston. Cleveland is maybe 45 minutes north of
Mhm.
here. And the story that I've read and the narrative that has been put out there is the music was too loud. You ask somebody
Music is
to
too loud.
turn the music down, in a residential neighborhood. They
Mhm.
got children that are trying to sleep.
Yep.
And next thing you know, bullets
How-
ring out.
Yeah.
Go
How
ahead,
does that result in a loss of life?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
the saddest thing.
yeah. So,
And then there's also a very odd thing too, where people want to outdo each other. Well, he took out 5, I can take out 10. I mean, it's a real thing. It's a really sad. It's a mental thing. Seriously. So yeah,
wow.
we gotta
Yeah.
be careful.
But I don't know that. Now, I do think that the buying age of guns should be a little bit older. For Texas, what is it, 18 for Texas, which is one of the issues or one of the concerns that the family of the children and those teachers down in Uvalde, Texas, are having right now. That young man was able to buy a gun early, 18 years old, right?
Mhm.
But even if you push it to 21, okay, does that change anything? Because again, the mindset of the mind is still, I think, the root of it all. But will it possibly extend 2 more years, and then maybe someone will notice that this person needs a little bit of help, or maybe that person themselves will seek help and possibly find it. On a comical side of this, I've heard people say, like, when people go off and they kill other people, it's like, sometimes you might just need to start with self. Now, however you start with self.
I mean, I mean, I hate to make you light of it, but seriously, I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I'm saying. These are innocent people that just started their day trying to take care of their business, and that was a conversation that my husband and I used to have, because he always felt like you're moving around so much, you're by yourself. Because, at that particular point, I was doing a lot with the station, doing a lot of events. So I was move, 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 move. And he was like, you need a gun. But I just didn't, for me, I just didn't see it as a necessity. And then even if I had one, the most you're gonna get is leave me alone, and then put it. I'm not, I can't really see me, because I value people way too much,
Okay.
and so I'll fight you real good. Now we will bug tussle, we will roll, and my wig will be wrapped around your neck. We will do that all day long, but I want us both to get up and walk away.
So the song "Nook If You Buck"
Oh,
comes to mind.
that was my anthem.
That was it.
Midday. But you know what? The funny thing is, I've had one fight in my whole entire life. One.
Okay.
And that was with my brother.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, did you win? But
Oh, I did,
did
because
you
my
win?
brother was 17 years older than me. So my daddy stepped in. Baby, because when you got back, see, some of y'all gonna get saved one of these days. When you know you got back up, that fight easy, because I just kept hollering because daddy was coming down the hall. I was hollering bloody murder, hitting and hollering.
Okay, so since you talking real quick, and I said we were gonna go after this, but she brought it up and it made me think. So she's knucking and bucking, right? The conversation that we were having, I think you jumped in right toward the end of that about the
When you was
teachers and the
bringing up people's
students.
childhood trauma, yeah. Go ahead.
So
Mhm.
on next week's show, we're going to talk about traumas and triggers. What are they, and where do they, and what do they mean? Okay, no.
I'm not gonna be available. I'm feeling sick.
So okay, you knucking and bucking.
Mhm.
So is there ever a situation when a teacher has the situation is right for them to knock a kid out?
I don't think knock a kid out, but there are challenges. I taught school. I taught 3-year-olds. So there are
You
challenges. And
can't,
there
you
are some,
can't, you can't knuck and buck the 3-year-old.
right, no, you can't, but there are some of them, it's a different world than when we grew up. We grew up respecting people. They grew up respecting AI. They don't care nothing about us. And so they will talk to you crazy. And so you do have to exert your authority. Doesn't mean put hands, nah, but you might have to get in their face.
Okay, so I subbed 20 years ago, right?
Mhm,
Like, it's been a long time.
mhm.
And I did the little kids for just a hot second. Those were my thinner days, my thinner days, and I had a different wardrobe then, and um
Is there a weight requirement to teach? What? What does it have to do with anything?
absolutely nothing. That's just the extra stuff. It's just I was just giving you details because I was moving into that I wore finer clothes then.
Oh,
So
so you was giving them the business at the schoolhouse.
yes. And so the little kids touch you a lot, right? They touch you a lot and they want to, it's like so I went to secondary
Mm.
and did them. So those I actually resonate, I got with them. I understood them. They didn't understand me, but I understood them. And you can lean in and you can say things differently,
Mm.
to the older ones.
Mm.
And then it's really one of those, it's your word against mine. So you tell who you want to, and we'll see how that shakes down. But
We should probably
now,
not talk about this. I don't need somebody's child calling the schoolhouse talking about when I was 10, Miss Amber.
but okay, so now I'm sure you've seen several videos when students are literally assaulting, fighting teachers. These students have come into their space. The teachers appear to be trying to fend them off, but they get hit. As a teacher, you get hit. Do you just stand there and be like, no, Bethany, don't do that? No, Jacob, no, don't hit me. Or do you let Bethany and Jacob know what
Well,
it
see,
is?
I know in a couple of the videos I saw, I think there's a moment where it becomes kind of apparent to you, okay, this is going in a different direction.
Okay.
So I think you got to make a decision prior to Bethany even getting over there. Because, if we back and forth, I'm only going to do that but for a moment before I'm like, okay, you're the child. I'm not going to engage in this any further.
Mm-hmm.
So now I need to either get assistance or you've got to get out of my class. I think teachers have to look at it differently now because it used to be that the words held power. And so you would like sit down, stop, and quit. And they were like, that's not the case, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it does kind of get confrontational in some cases. I have some friends here, and they just talk about it all the time, some of the challenges, to the point that they're willing to end 20-year teaching careers because it had just become so drastically different. And that's heartbreaking because there are people that I know that genuinely love to teach, genuinely love children, but it's just become so different. And then the guidelines in the school is so different.
Yeah.
There's even so much that the teachers can't do anymore. I know when I was growing up, and I'm telling my age, but we had this one teacher with a ruler. I hated her and her mama because you'd be like, but you just sat there with your hands stinging. It wasn't no hit back. It wasn't no active fool. You had respect.
Yeah, and definitely, and like I said, and in the videos that I've seen, it appeared that both teachers, they did attempt. It wasn't a complete motion, but they did try. I saw one trying to grab that phone, and the situation just really escalated before she could really get it. But she's still telling the kids, "Hey, go get help. Go get help." Well,
they ain't doing that. They want to see.
nobody
They want to fight the video. Seriously, they want. Oh, good. This is some good content. So they want it to happen. And even with that, and we could go on, and I know we got to go. But when did that become fun? You want to see somebody getting beat up?
Listen, I watched, I just thought about this. I watched this teacher who was trying to break up a fight the other day. And I don't know if you all have seen that. I just remember her having like on a peach pink sweater. And I didn't realize what was going on at first, but she was trying to break up a fight between two students. And then she became the one, and this mob of students jumped on her. They literally had to pull her out of there because these kids started to maul her. And I'm just like, what? I don't understand. But then parents are mad if teachers hit their kids or whatever. I'm like, I don't get that. If your child is big and bad enough to stand up there and do what grown people do, in my opinion, and you ain't got to say it on nobody else, you can tell them that Amber Shaw told you. I feel like in that moment, little ma'am and little sir, they can get it.
And I mean, you have to protect yourself, true. But I just think that there's some point where you can kind of decide, okay, this is going left. And again, not being in the moment, I'm just hoping that's the case. I guess I should say. But it's just it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking to see all of this going down. Now, as we have all heard now, Sister Asa is going to be out there bug tussling with Jiren in the grass, rolling and thumping.
If the situation calls for that, if you touch me, it's going down. And I'm telling you, but that is the preset. I'm telling you, if you touch me,
Yeah.
it's going down.
It's almost like prison.
I
You
ain't
know,
got
you
that
gotta
much
come in.
hair. I ain't got that much, so you ain't got to, you ain't got to worry about. Listen, just saying,
But
if
it
you
seems like
touch,
it's almost like prison. You got to come in and present yourself as harder than the other. So it's
yeah,
just like, wow, that's this is school. We talk about children.
yeah, that part right there. Okay, listen, I've had fun. I don't know about you, but this has been great. Carmina is here.
Michael Jr. is in the church
I
chat.
was getting to that. I was going to acknowledge our good brother, Dr. James
Is he really
Mabel.
a good brother though? Is that what he is?
He says he loves us, so
Does he?
I mean, he said it.
Cause he ain't faithful. So
He
does he?
shall not lie. I don't.
I just know one thing, baby. Whatever he is yet on the flyer.
Well, that takes some time. You know what, Carmina? Can I commission you to make a new banner for the show?
My computer doesn't work well with James Mabel's picture.
He is also sending salutations to church chat.
He's an extra. So I'm not gonna log in and do the show. I'm just gonna chat in.
He says he does love us. He does.
It's some love you can catch yourself, because that love ain't worth a dumb.
Oh, Miss Mary Mabel say, whoop mines.
Oh, now that was the Merlene Barnett philosophy. I got whooped when she thought about it. I do something today. What I do?
Well, and since you're talking about Miss Merlene, we're gonna talk about triggers next week.
Mm. I'm not.
No, we're really not. We're really not. That's a word, and it is a true thing for some people. I do think that it's one of those words that in 2023 people have really latched on to, and literally everything is a trigger. I could walk in and all of the guys here could have on blue shirts. And I can just up and say, hey, that's a trigger because I don't like blue. I mean, it's not that simple, people. But that's how stuff sounds when people say that this is my trigger and things like that. But nevertheless, Dr. James Mabel Jr., hello, sir. I hope that
That's
you
it.
are
That's
well.
it. I figured it out. See, girl, you helped me. You didn't even know it. James Maple Jr. is a trigger.
And in my mind, I felt like that was going to be what you were going to say.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. And you know what's so funny? We made up. Remember, we made up.
Y'all did.
We
Y'all
made up.
finally came to a common ground and said
Yeah.
it's squashed,
We was friends again. He said he wasn't gonna talk about my mama no more. I mean, we had really come together, and then I forgot.
All right. So this is what I want you to do for those of you that are on right now. So we can have a free fall next week. And I say a free fall, but no, I thought about it after I said it. No. Hit me up with some topics, and if I can, work those out, we can definitely talk about those. And I'll have a few. I don't think I don't think she answered our random question of the day though. And
What
it's
was the random
simply
question of the
random
day?
question of the day is this. And for anyone who has not answered it, when you're in your car, when you're in your house, or just by yourself, do you
Mm-hmm.
sing lead or do you sing background?
Oh, listen, I grew up Kojic. I sing all parts. I lead it, and then I back myself up, and then I play the music. I do it all.
That is okay. So I do both. I mostly sing lead, but I'll slide because that's what I did earlier. I slide to the background and come on back.
I do it all.
But-
If there's a guitar solo, I'm the guitar. I do it all.
Well, that's what Mark Ballard said. You know Mark Ballard. Yes, of course. And
Mhm.
Mark said, listen, he was talking about that bass line and all of that. And Robin said, listen, she loves a good musician thing, but she sing both of them. So that's them true musicians and them ministers of music and stuff.
And listen, if there's a praise break, I'm praise breaking too. Whatever's in that song, if it's one I really like, I'm all of that.
Listen, Uncle Foot said it just depends on which song it is. He don't know which one he gonna do. It just depends. He lets the song lead him.
I just never quite be ready when you say Uncle Foot.
James got me doing that, and his name is
And
really
I do
Mono.
know that that's his name, but I'm never ready.
Okay, and last but not least, listen, we got to go. Miss Mary Mabel say she say she shout because she can't sing.
No, she shot because she just saved like that. Mother just saved like that, baby. It just drips from her. Just drips. I want to be like that when I grow up. Just so saved. People walk by me. That's when you got it. I want to be that. I'm telling y'all. I just want to walk up on stage and everybody just fall out under there and everything. I'll be like, do it, Jesus. Do it, Jesus. I'm just saying. I do. I back myself. It's the truth. I back myself up.
I can't with you. I just can't. I can't. Um, I just can't. I'm done. It's been fun. I'm gonna go eat my mandarins, and I'm gonna go to the gym. Really? The snot at the end too? What?
Oh, what are you doing?
Where's Orby? I don't hear Orby.
Orby is on punishment right now.
Oh, poor Tink Tink. Okay.
So pray for him.
Well, Orby, if you can hear the sound of my voice, call me. Call me if you need me. I'm running like Forrest to get there. All right, guys, be blessed. Have an amazingly new day. Next week, I'll be back next week. I don't know if Carmina will be here. I can't say anything for James at this point. I don't know.
Now you can count on me more than you can count on.
And on that note, be blessed, everybody, and have an amazingly new day. I can't. I just can't.